What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Fantom. What is it? Pros, a concern that I actually have for it, some speculations, and also some price predictions. So if you're interested in this type of content, make sure to do me a favor by minting me a subscription down below, and let's just get started. So what is it? Fantom is a secure smart contract platform, which is scalable, and it's decentralized and open source. And it uses its own unique consensus algorithm, and more on that in a second. The Fantom Foundation was founded by South Korean computer scientist Dr. An Byung, and currently the CEO is Michael Kong. And FTM is the network token that can be used for staking, governance, payments, and network fees. Fantom also allows digital assets to operate at extremely fast speeds. Fantom uses lattices as a consensus mechanism, which promises a much higher capacity and 2-second transaction finalization, along with improvements to security over traditional proof-of-stake algorithm-based platforms. And well-known investors like Alameda Research and Hyperchain Capital have Fantom backed. In such a competitive space with ADA, Sol, DOT, what makes FTM stand out? Well, it's fast. The website says that it can process thousands of transactions per second, barely costing a fraction of a cent. Fantom essentially set out to solve Ethereum's scalability problem. And there's also some interesting partnerships, like in June of 2021, when Fantom announced that it was actually going to be partnering with Uzbekistan in a collaboration to essentially improve the IT infrastructure of the country. So that's another great thing that they're doing. And right now there is $6.92 billion in total value locked, which is absolutely insane. And as you can see here, this number is actually growing, and you can see the multi-chain dominance is at 37%. So Fantom is definitely a big platform, and it's not going to go anywhere. And this is what I was talking about with Alameda Research invest $35 million into Fantom Foundation. Another big thing, like I said, they have a lot of backers. Another one is Hyperchain announces $15 million investment into Fantom. So there's a lot of big companies that are starting to see a lot of big potential and value amongst Fantom. So again, they have a lot of backers and they have an extremely strong team. So the project went absolutely insane. In fact, it went up to around 900% of a gain. Yeah, at least 1,000% here. You can see of a gain, which is absolutely insane, which put Fantom on the map. And now a lot of people are starting to talk about it because it's here to stay. Essentially, it already exploded, and that is one concern I have is at this point, where can it go? If it's in the 29th spot, at which price potential can you have once it's already in this upper position? And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit later when it comes to talking about the market cap and putting that into perspective when we're trying to gauge a different price and have a price prediction. So definitely rather interesting. And as you can see here, it's not looking like extremely bearish chart. It just looked like it went off after this parabolic frenzy rally here, and then it had a bit of a cool off down here, but now it's actually climbing again. So as you can see here, steadily there's a lot more buyers coming in, and I'm guessing that the project is going to continue growing. So another thing that FTM actually has going for it is being listed on more exchanges. And in fact, it's been listed on Binance already. As you can see here, 75% of the volume is just on Binance. So, but recently it was listed on Binance US. So that's another big catalyst. And also it's on KuCoin. That's a really popular one. And if you're thinking about joining KuCoin, then if you register and trade via my referral link, you can enjoy a 10% discount on trading fees. So you can just check that out in the link in the description below if you're thinking about, possibly getting into KuCoin, just an option. But another thing is that it was actually listed on Webull. So as you guys know, Webull and Robinhood, they're both stock brokerages, and essentially they don't give you your keys. So it's really not your keys, not your coins, but it's just another possible brokerage that can possibly give a little bit more publicity to FTM and Fantom as a whole. But I really don't recommend buying any type of crypto onto a platform like Webull or Robinhood, as you're not going to be able to exchange and send it to another address. Instead, you're just going to be able to buy or sell it amongst Webull. So I don't recommend that. But another thing is the speculation of listing on another exchange, for example, Kraken, or of course the big one now, which is always Coinbase. If a coin or token gets listed on Coinbase, then there's always a high chance and high probability that people are going to be interested in it, look it up, figure out what the project is about, and especially if they're value investing, then they're going to find so much value amongst Fantom and then invest in it. Or people wanted to invest in it in the first place and they didn't have a place to go. Instead, they only used Coinbase because it's, it's a really beginner friendly type of exchange. So a lot of people maybe don't have other exchanges that they use that have more complex coins or just more altcoins in general, like for example, KuCoin. So instead, they're going to see that it gets listed and then they're going to buy, essentially causing the price to rally. So that's another option there. So here's another article I saw, which is Layer 1 blockchains decoupling from Bitcoin. The leading Layer 1 blockchains by transaction volume and total value locked are starting to ignore the general Bitcoin price movement and have risen strongly against the #1 cryptocurrency over a number of months. Up to recently, the crypto space had always followed the same trend, whereby Bitcoin has moved the strongest, followed by Ethereum and then the rest of the altcoins. However, this pattern is now starting to turn on its head and change significantly. Bitcoin still generally dominates most of the small cap alts, but various Layer 1 blockchains are breaking the mold and are moving so strongly against Bitcoin that they are tipping the Bitcoin dominance in their favor. So if Fantom had the same market cap as of Bitcoin, then the price of one FTM would be worth $347 or an upside of 127x. Now, right now, Fantom is in amongst the top 29th position this second when we're looking at total market cap and comparing that amongst other coins and tokens. Now, in order for it to jump significantly into another spot, for example, I know I saw another person talking recently about, the price possibly getting to $100. Is that going to happen, especially anytime soon? Highly doubt it. And in fact, let's take a little bit more of a look at this. So if FTM had the same market cap as of Litecoin right now, then the potential price would be $4, which would be an upside of 49%, which would still be a lot. And if it had the same amount as of Algorand, then the potential price would be at around $4.56. So, these aren't numbers like $100, $200 that I saw that some people were commenting on a few different forums. They were saying that the price could possibly go to $100 with a Coinbase listing. That would absolutely shock me if that happened. I'm not saying I'm bearish on it, quite the opposite. As I talked about earlier with all of the different fundamentals, in fact, I'm very bullish on FTM. Now, if it got to the same market cap as of Polkadot right now, it would be worth $12.76. An upside of 370%. And then if it took over Binance's position, it would be $34. And if it took over Ethereum's, it would be $176. So just something to think about. Getting into, lowering its position into a lower 20th position in the $3 to $5 range, I could see that in the future for sure. Now, possibly getting into the $10 range, yes, with maybe more adoption, but I think it's going to take a long time to get there. The one thing that I myself am worried about, and I think a lot of people would be worried about amongst the DeFi space, is regulation. So right now, Fantom has positioned itself as a DeFi hub, and it's been attracting lots and lots of different projects. So the concern is that some regulators are worried that these DeFi products are offering bank-like services without the same level of consumer protection as banks have. This could be an issue when it comes to regulators. And if there was a crackdown on DeFi, then Fantom would surely be affected. And that would be a big issue when it comes to the price, but not just for Fantom, for all the other layer ones and really just crypto as a whole. So I'm curious as to what you guys think about Fantom. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, I really like the project. They have very strong fundamentals. They have a great team. They have a lot of backing. So anyways, guys, that's really all I have for this video. I'm curious as to what you guys think about Fantom. Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, guys, this has been Mint and Max. I'll see you in the next one.